Right, doing the 2-point perspective drawing of this. I like to start with doing that curve because you get the most marks for it. And also, it gets complicated later on when you've got too many lines in the drawing. So I like to start with that. You can see that I've got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over there. And I've got the surface over here with those marks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 done over there. You'll see that I drew that little curve in using my pair of compasses to get those points over there. You've got the radius for that circle or that semicircle. Go to that corner over there, make a little mark on the circumference. Go to the other side, make a mark on the circumference. Go to that point up there, make that mark and make that mark, and then drop those lines going down there. Right, once I've got that, I've got point number 1. Step number 1, I'm going to take this line out from point number 1 at that 60-degree angle over there. I'm going to find point 1 over here. This is step number 2, line coming across. Step number 3, I'm going to drop a line down onto that height line from point number 1. Step number 4, you can see that that is going off in the left-hand direction, so I must go off in the left-hand direction over here. And once I've done that, I take a line going from point number 1 over there, going down towards stationary point, and it crosses over my picture plane at that point over there, and I drop that down onto my picture over here, and I can label that point number 1. Right. Once I've got that, you do the same thing for point number 2. I'm going to take a line coming from point number 2, coming out at the 60-degree angle. I find the height of point number 2, take a line coming out, drop a line down from where it cuts the picture plane over there, take a line going off in the left-hand direction to the LVP, take a line coming from point 2 down to stationary point, from point 2 down to stationary point, drop that down vertically and put it onto that line over there, and I've now got point number 2. Point number 3. Go to point number 3. I'm going to take a line at that 60-degree angle down to the picture plane. Take a line coming out from point number 3 at the height of point number 3. Drop a line down from the picture plane onto that line coming at the height from the point number 3's height. Take that across to the LVP. Find point number 3 over there. Line it up with stationary point. Take a line from point number 3 down to the picture plane, going in the direction of stationary point. Drop that down onto the line going out to the left and label it point number 3. Point number 4, I'm going to take a line coming from point number 4 out at 60 degrees. Let me just get a pencil for myself. There we go. Point number 4, find the height of point number 4, draw a line coming across, drop a line down from the picture plane onto that line at the height, take a line going across to LVP, find point number 4, line it up with stationary point, drop a line coming down to the picture plane, drop a line down onto the line going in the left-hand direction, and I found point number 4. Right, you'll see that point number 1 and point number 7, they are in line with each other, going off in the right-hand direction, so I can take a line going out from point number 1 out to RVP. I find point number 7 up over here. I drop a line coming from point number 7 down to the stationary point. When it cuts over the picture plane, I drop it down into my picture, and I find point number 7 in line with point number 1. There's point number 7. Point number 2 and point number 6, they're in line with each other. So I take a line coming out from point number 2 off to RVP. Find point number 6 out here. Draw a line from point number 6 down to picture plane. Drop that down. And I have found point number 6 on the line that I drew out to RVP. There's point number 6. Point number 3 and point number 5, they're on the same level over there. So I can take a line going out from point number 3 to RVP over there. Find point number 5 over here. Line it up with stationary point. Take a line down to picture plane. Drop that down onto the line going out there. And we can label that as point number 5. Once I've got those points in there, I can then join them up. Just use a little dotted line just to give you an indication as to whether you got it right or not. Coming all the way down, point number 6 and point number 7 is over here. Right, there we go. There's my curve, which I can now draw in quite nicely over there. And I can continue drawing the rest of my drawing. Right. I'm going to now look at this roof part over here. You'll see that there are a couple of points that are actually physically touching the picture plane on the roof. So there's the corner of the roof, there's another corner of the roof, there's another corner of the roof, and they often like to do that to you guys. Let's just identify all of those corners that we are seeing. Let's call that corner A over there. And that would be this corner over here. There's corner A. Corner B would be over there. That would be this corner over here. There's corner B. And you can see corner C over here. There is corner C over there. All right. You can see that A, B, and C over there, they're all on the same level as each other. So I'm going to take out a line from A, B, and C over here. There it is. And I can drop a line coming from A straight down onto that level. There is point number A over there. Point number B, that is over there. There's point number B. And point number C is over there. There is your point number C. Right. Okay. What we need to do is to try and figure out where those lines are going to. Let's call this over here. I'm going to call that point over there X. And I need to take a line going up to where X is. Where is X over here? There is X over there. You can see X is coming down at that 60-degree angle over there. I'm going to take a line coming out from X at the top over here. Let's just use a different color. There we go. X coming out over there at that height. I take a line coming down to stationary point. Sorry, let's not do that. X coming down. I drop that down onto that height line. X coming down at that 60-degree angle. Drop that down onto the height line. Once I've got that, I need to take that point back to LVP. I then take a line coming from X over there down to the picture plane in the line of stationary point, and I drop that down into my picture, and I will end up with my point X at that point over there. You can see all the steps again. Step number 1, take a line down at that 60-degree angle. Step number 2, take a line out from the height. Step number 3, drop a line down onto the height line. Step number 4, take it back to LVP. Step number 5, take the point down in the direction of SP, crosses over the picture plane. Step number 6, drop it down and find your point. Right, I now know that I can draw a line going from A to X over there. Right, you'll see that A goes off to this point over here. Let's call it Y over there. Okay, A going off. So Y is directly behind that over there. So I can take a line coming out from A over there, going back back in the direction of LVP over there. I'm going to take that Y. I know that it's going to be on that same line, so I take that down and I drop that down into my picture, and I can now draw a line coming from X going to Y over there. Right? Okay, once I've got that, you can see this little point over here. Let's call it W. Okay? It'll be on the same level of all of these things over here. How do I find that? Well, I found B over there. B is going back in the direction of W over there. I found B over there. I can take that back to the LVP. Take a line going back to LVP over there. W, I can take a line from W down to the picture plane, drop it vertically down, and I link up B and W. There is W and A. If I've drawn accurately, I should find that A and my RVP will line up with W over there as well. There it is. From that point, I need to go up to this point over here. I found X over there. You can see the ridge line going across. Let's call that point P over there. Point P. There is point P over there. Let's find a line going from X, going off to RVP. From X going off to RVP. I'm going to find point P at the top there. Take a line coming down to the picture plane in the direction of stationary point. Drop a line down over here, and I found point P on that line over there. Take a line going from X to P. And you can see that there is a line going from W to P. So I take a line from W going up to P over there. Right. The next point that I'm going to find over here, let's call it, Q. Okay, let's call it Q over there, point Q. I don't have the height of that yet. How am I going to do this? Well, I'm going to take a line. Let's go in the opposite direction from what we've been using so far. I'm going to take it out in this direction over here, from Q, coming down at that 30-degree angle over there. All right? Find point Q on this. There is point Q over there. I'm going to take a line coming across. Okay, so step number 1. Step number 2, take the line going across at the height. Step number 3, drop a line down onto the height line. Step number 4, you can see that going back in the right-hand direction. Take a line going back in the right-hand direction to RVP over there. Step number 5, I find Q over there. Draw a line from Q coming down to the picture plane. Step number 6, drop a line onto that, and I have found point Q at that point over there. And I can now join B and Q up. There is B going to Q. You can see the line going from B to Q over there. I need another line going down to a point over there. You can see that that would be in line with B, and you know that the edge of the roof is not going to have changed. So I can take a line coming out from B. You can see that line coming out over there. Let's call that point over there S. Okay, point S over there. I'm going to take that down onto my stationary point. From S, take a line coming from S down to the picture plane in the direction of stationary point. You're going to drop that down until it links up with this line coming out from B. I know that Q links up with that point S over there. There's point S, and that point over there, there's point S. I can't see this piece of line over there, but when it starts poking out this side, I can see that little ridge going over there. Right, once I've got that, I need to find this point over here. Let's call that point T over there. I've got this line coming out from Q going off to RVP, and we know that that is the height of the ridge. So all I need to do is to take a line coming from T over there down to the picture plane in the direction of stationary point and drop that down onto that ridge. I can then draw in that point going to point T over there. Right, once I've got that, you can see that B is going to link up with that corner over there. Let's call that corner, I'm running out of letters here, Z. Call it Z. Take a line going from point B going out in the direction of RVP over there. I'm going to find point Z on that line. Continuing, I'm going to find this point D, okay? Point D is in line with point C. It would be along this line over here. Be a point D somewhere along there. So it's on the same height as point C. You can see that I've got point C over there, all right? As I said, it's touching the picture plane, dropping down, and I've got point C. Let's just get that so that you can see that more clearly. If I drop this point C down from here, ding, 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 there's point C on the height line. I can take a line going back to LVP over there from point C, and you can see this line coming out from B, going to D. There it is, going out to the RVP. There's it going off to the LVP, and I can draw in that point over there, going to point D over there. There we go. That one going across to there. Okay, what we need now is to try and find, I'm guessing this point over here, this little, let's call it point O. I'm going to call that point O on the apex of the gable of this roof over here. There's point O over there. I'm going to take a line. You can see already that line coming out from there down to the picture plane. I find the height of point O. Let's take it across with this nice yellow pencil. And there we go. There's the height of point O. I drop a line coming down from where it touches the picture plane. At that point over there, I take a line going back in the left-hand direction to LVP. From where it intersects there, there's that line going back over there. And somewhere along that line, I'm going to be able to find point O. So let's find point O. There's point O. Take it to the picture plane over there. Drop that down onto the drawing. And here we go. I've got point O at that point over there. Point O needs to come down to point C. So there is point C and there is point O. I can link that up nicely. Point O goes across to point, let's see, W. Let's call that W over there. Right. Let's find point W. W is on that line going back to RVP. Let's find point W. There's W up there coming down to the to the picture plane in the direction of stationary point. Drop that down and I have got point W over there. I know that O and W are linked together, so I can draw that line. And I know that there is a line going from D to W over there. D and W are linked together over there. Right. C and this point over here, let's call it G over there, point G. They are basically on the same line, so I can take a line coming out from C, going off to RVP over there. Line coming from point C, going off to RVP. There's point G. I'm going to take G down to the picture plane in the direction of SP. Drop that down, and I found point G over there. And I can join up G and O, as that is the roof. Right, okay. Once I've got that, I need to find where point Z is. I've got this line coming out from point B, coming out to RVP. It's on that same line over there, so I can take a line coming from Z over there, taking that down, and dropping that down into my drawing over here. There it is. So that over there is point Z, and I can draw a line going just that little piece over there, going to point Z. Point Z is linked up to point T over there, so I can draw a line going up to point T over there. If I'm standing over here, I definitely cannot see that line over there. Point T is higher than anything on that line over there, so I don't need to worry about trying to find a line at the back over there. Right, my roof is basically constructed. All I need to do is to try and find where these walls are now. Okay, let's start out, and I'm going to say, well, do I have one of these corners of the wall actually touching the picture plane? No, I don't. So every single one of those is going to be further back. I'm going to find this corner over here. Let's call it H. H, there's corner H of the wall. I'm going to take that out at 30 degrees over there. Okay? I know that that wall is on the ground, isn't it? So I'm going to drop that down, all the way down onto the ground. Note, I went out in that direction over there, so I must take that back to the RVP over here. There it is, going off to RVP over there. And I can then take my line coming from corner H over there, down to the stationary point over here, drop that down onto my corner, and I have now found corner H. Right, you'll note that H, that corner, 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 they're all on the ground. So if I've found H, I can probably find all of them. So I've got this corner H going back to this corner over here. I'm going to take a line going back to the corner. Let me just try and find a color that will make some sort of sense. I'm going to use this green crayon over here. Line going back to LVP over there. Along that line, I can find that corner. So I take a line going from that back corner over there of the wall down to the picture plane and drop it into the picture. And I can draw in a line linking those two. Right, once I've got that, I need to go to that corner over there. That's going off in the direction of RVP. I've got that line going off in the direction of RVP already. So I can take a line coming from that corner in there, down to stationary point. Let's drop that down. There we go. And drop that down into my picture over there. And I can draw in that part of the wall. Right? From that part of the wall, you can see it comes out over here. So let's draw a line going from LVP, coming out over here. LVP coming out from that corner in this direction. And somewhere along there, I can find that corner. So I can take that from that corner down to stationary point, crosses over the picture plane, drop that down, and I can now find that little piece of the wall. Right, once I've got that, I can now take from that corner, going back, it's that corner over there that I just found, going back to that corner over there. So let's do that, taking that back to RVP now. There it goes, off to RVP. And I can now find that little corner over there. Take that corner down to the picture plane and drop that down into my picture. And I can now draw that piece of the wall. Okay, and then from there, I come out over here. So from that, I can line that corner up with LVP over there. And I'm going to draw a line coming out from LVP, coming out in that direction. How far out do I go? Well, up to that corner over there. I'm going to do the story from there to there. And drop that down into my picture over there. And I can draw that little piece of the wall. Right, once I've got that, it's going back to the RVP over here. Right, let's get that. Going back to RVP over there. And before I draw that line in, note my arched door drops down onto that piece of line. So there it is. I now need to find that corner over there. I'm going to take that corner of the wall, take that down to the stationary point, crosses over the picture plane, drop that down, and I now can draw in the base of that wall. There it is, there it is. Right, okay, I think from that point, I need to find that corner over there. We're going to use that whole story of finding that point because it's going to be more of an effort any other way. So step number one, take from that corner. Where is it? It's on the ground. So I'm going to drop a line down onto the ground. And I'm going to go off in the left-hand direction. Note, it's going off in the left-hand direction. So off in the left-hand direction. Take that corner over there, down to the stationary point, crossing over the picture plane, dropping that down into my picture. And there's that corner over there, which I need, and I can then draw a line going back to that corner over there. I can draw a line coming up over here, but I need to stop it somewhere. Right, can you see the height to which that wall gets over there? Let's take that. I'm going to take that across. Okay. I need to find the height of that, so let's just do this. We took that. I'm going to take that down. Step number one. Step number two, take it down to the height from there. Step number three, taking it across to LVP. And from that base, I can take that line up to there, and I know where my wall stops over there. From G over there, I can take a line going back in the direction of LVP. You'll see that the wall is slightly higher than the edge of that roof. Please make sure that you get that. You'll see over here, there's that point over there, which I'm going to drop down into my picture. Going down over there, and I can find a point over there that I need to link a line going from that point, going up to that ridge line. There we go. Make sure that you get that right. Okay, once I've got that, same story over here. I need to find the height of that over there, which is a real pain. Okay, so let's do this. Line coming out. Line coming out. Step number one. Line coming across from the heights of these walls. It's a bit tricky, isn't it? Okay, there's the heights of the walls. They are reaching that roof, so that can come all the way out here. Okay, that drops down over here. There we go. All right, that can go across to there. And I will then be able to draw a line going up to that point over there. All right, I need to find where the top of this roof intersects at that point. So I drop a line from there, coming down to there, drop that down onto the top of the roof, and I can now join that wall with the top of the roof. So I've got that angle going in there, and I must take a line going from Y over here back to RVP over there. And you'll see that that wall is slightly higher over there than where the roof line is over there. Right, okay, once I've got that, I can draw a line coming from that corner going up over there. I need to draw lines coming up from that corner over there, that corner over there, that corner over there, that corner going up to there, and that corner going up to there. Right, once I've got all those in place, We now need to find, it looks like I've got a door. Okay, I've actually made a mistake by drawing in a dark line over there. Where is my door? Well, I need to take lines coming from that door opening over there, down to there, drop that into the picture. There's the one side of the door. There's the door, bottom of the door, drop that down into the picture. Right, how high is the door? Right, there we go again. Height of the door, I'm going to take a line. Let's do that one over there. It's probably a bit more accurate if we do it there. Step number 1, where's the height of the door? Step number 2, step number 3, step number 4, going back to RVP over there. Right. Step number 5, well, we've taken the line from the top of the door down to stationary point there. Stick number 6, drop that down, and I've got the top of the door at that point over there, so I can draw a line coming down over there. I can draw a line coming across to LVP. There we go. And I can draw the line for the other side of the door. I need to rub out this little piece of line at the bottom, because obviously it's an opening over there. Right, once I've got that in place, let me quickly draw in the thickness of that door. A line going back over there, right? Find the thickness of the door by finding the thickness of the wall over there. You can see there's that point. There's the thickness of the wall. Take that down to stationary point. Drop that down over here. And I can draw a line going in over there and a line going back over there. There's the door. Right, once I've got that in place, I have a window which is at the same height as the door. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just draw a line. Let's just find a nice crayon or some description. There's the height of the door, comes forward to the wall. You'll see all the doors and windows, they are all at the same height. So if I have drawn accurately, I should be able to find all of these heights just by going back. Okay, there it is. There's the height of the window. I can then take that forward over here. There we go. Going back over here to RVP. There we go. And on that face over there, I've got a little window. I need to find the base of that window. Let's just do that. I don't have the base of these windows. So let's go. Step number 1. Step number 2, find the base of the window. Take that out a bit more. Step number 3, drop it down. Step number 4, take it back to LVP. Step number 5, find the point of where the window is. There it is, cuts over the picture plane over there. Drop that down, and there's the base of the window. I can draw in, there's my window over there. I've got the height. I can take a line going back to RVP from the base of the window. I need to find the length of the window over there. How do I do that? Well, I take a line going from the window over there. Take that down there. Drop that down into my picture over here. I'm going to draw a line down over there. I'm going to draw a line going across over there, line going across over there. Right, I've got the depth of the window still to do, so I need to draw a line going back over there. You can see that they've got a little window pane in there, so that's how far they want you to see into the window. Take from that center of the window, down, drop that down into the window, and you have a line coming down over there and a line that is going to come across from there to RVP, and there we go. There is my window sill story in there. I've got a line coming back from the bottom of this door over here. I need to find the thickness of the wall, take a line from SP to the inside of that door, take a line from there, drop that down into my picture over here, and I can draw a line which is going to come down over there. You can see where 7 is. I need to find a point number 6, which would be slightly back here, and a point number 5, which would be slightly back there. And you could take lines out from those points in order to find them. I'm just going to do a bit of a freehand story just to save some time. There we go. I've got my story over there. And I think that there's one last window, which I'm not even sure that I can see from. Might be, yes, you can see. Can you see if I'm standing over there, I'll be able to see that back corner over there. So definitely I can see that. What a pity. I'm going to find the heights of that, right, from there to there. That's step number 1. Step number 2, I need to find that point at the bottom, point at the top. I need to drop that down from there. I'll have a line that's coming back from there, and a line that's coming back from there. And once I've found those two, I can now take a line coming from those two corners, that point over there, take that down, drop that into my picture, and I should be able to find this line over here, showing me where that corner of the window is. And it's actually so small that, yeah, if you left it out, I don't even know whether your marker would see it. All right, there is the drawing done.